There you go.
Hello and welcome back to Tales of Fellfayre Manor. Last time, you guys, you crazy motherfuckers, went hide and seek with the tall man. Although you weren't exactly, entirely aware of the fact that he was playing, so there's some credence there, but
I got
And I won.
Exactly, Jonah won, which
I
was impressive.
I got spooked.
You did get spooked.
I will
Raymond
be
had him.
coughing up coal dust for suit and coal dust for like the next week. But
You
I
will.
won.
You fucking won, you mad lad. And Raymond had his very first ghostly encounter. Everybody give him a big hand and probably a beer. He's gonna need it.
I will remain a skeptic. It was all swamp gas and a weather balloon.
Swamp gas, weather balloon, ghost, the fucking smoke and mirror. There you go. No specters here to see. Anyway, another thing you managed to pick up was a very interesting camera, which apparently sees ghosts much better than you do.
Yeah.
As Father David took a Polaroid of the tall man behind him. And here it is. Very spooky.
Big spooky.
Yeah.
Very spooky.
No ass.
The assless ghosts are the worst ones.
The arseless ones, they lament their loss of buttocks.
Yeah, that's why they haunt the place where they lost it.
Exactly.
Also, why it's so hard to notice them because their ass cheeks cannot clap.
They cannot. They are silent as the goddamn night. Forget unfinished business. This is unfinished buttness.
I wish
looks
so
better than
hard that you had told me that he was unbelievably thick.
Yeah,
Alright.
like, which is better? Him caked up on a Sunday for no goddamn reason, or him having a long back?
Thick ghost.
He has a Hank Hill ass.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
You will get to meet caked up ghosts.
I'm scared now.
Yeah, so
First.
basically this guy has an ass like Conan O'Brien. Non-existent.
Exactly. But first, following the procurement of the camera, Father David McDougal had the ideas of photographing two specific parts of the mansion. And would you care to explain what those are and why, Father David McDougal?
So, ever since he has heard like the weird crying and you'd seen the little handprints in the toilet. Father David has not used the toilet next to his room.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
And he wants to know what's there.
Right.
So once he gets the camera and he realizes, like,
This shit see ghosts.
this shit can see ghosts. He kind of putters off upstairs with the camera. He takes a picture of the inside of the toilet because he wants to see what the fuck is in the toilet.
That's fair.
What cries with such tiny hands in the toilet? And he also wanted to take a picture of the the inside of the chapel because they never really got a good view of Father Prescott.
It's true.
Exactly.
He goes and he just takes a picture.
He
Takes a
goes-
picture of the inside of the church.
He goes and takes pictures.
He takes 2 pictures and brings them back
And the first thing that happens from everybody's point of view, we're going to start with the toilet picture. Everybody's just had a harrowing, ghostly incident. Dr. Celeste LeBlanc suggests that you all go sit down and have a spot of tea in, well, let's just say one of the living rooms, because you almost never go there. And it's nice, and it's got a couch and everything, big enough for all of you to sit on. So while Father David McDougal goes off and does his little photography class, all of you are just sitting around in. I'm just gonna move you over there.
Oh yeah.
In the living room. when you suddenly hear a little bit of a bump from upstairs.
Oh no, not anymore today.
It's followed by frantic footsteps as Father David MacDougall comes down the stairs again, having just snapped the photo of the inside of the toilet bowl, already knowing what it looks like.
This would be a great audio gag.
So, Father David MacDougall, you're stumbling down the stairs, Polaroid in hand.
Well, David McDougal stumbles down the stairs, Polaroid in hand, looking pale and shaky and it's very distressed, close to fainting, some might even say, as he throws open the doors, camera in one hand, picture in the other.
Jesus!
He
He
zoops over there.
manifests in the room.
Manifest.
No,
Raymond,
toilet's full.
Raymond will visibly twitch at the sudden appearance of Father David. God.
Dr. Celeste LeBlanc jumps so much that she spills a little bit of a tea down on her skirt, but she gets up quickly and rushes over to Father David MacDougall. Father David, are you okay? What happened?
It's there. They're in the toilet. They're in the toilet.
What? Who is? What are you talking about?
Swallows thickly,
Are there
and his
ghosts?
hands are trembling as he holds up the photo for LeBlanc to see.
LeBlanc takes the photo, and her eyes go wide. Her complexion pales considerably and quickly. And as you all start gathering around, you manage to look over her shoulder and you see exactly what's in that toilet.
Oh dear. Also, can I just... Oh, that's very... Oh, that's great. Also,
Okay.
can I just note that you put Raymond in the most awkward position to sit in? Because it's like, how do you get up from here and go to the side of the others? Like, you have to awkwardly shuffle around the table. It's just... it's the worst.
Well, luckily now everybody's off of the couch again, so you can pick your own seats.
Yeah, or you kind of go around, but that's also weird. You know, it's just very awkward place to sit.
But
Raymond
anyway.
is totally the guy who would jump the back of the couch
he would so not.
and then walk
He
around.
has manners.
Honestly, he is. But also,
Let's see.
goddamn motherfuckers. I show you a picture of ghost babies in a toilet and you start talking about couch seating.
Well,
Shit be whack.
yeah, it's weird, but honestly not as scary as seeing the tall man in the shower.
Yeah, fair enough that Raymond has had a hard day, and here's even more hard evidence of haunting.
Toilet babies.
I mean,
Jonah is going to look away and kind of grimace in disgust. Because, holy Jesus, what the fuck?
yeah. So that's
Which is also very close to what Patty says.
that is actually Raymond. I will say that's in character. That's a lot of dead babies.
I
Where
don't know why they're there.
didn't we read about like two?
I
That's-
remember that that one of the women who lived here had many miscarriages, but
Yeah, but this many?
Dr. Celeste LeBlanc looks at them and looks at the picture. Yeah, that would be a little bit unfeasible.
Can we? Can we get a?
Hang on, what?
Can we get a count of these?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I only count 7, but if you say 8, it's probably 8.
Usually they try to cut the spines, but at the same time, these twisted, malformed souls have become something of an amalgam.
Anyway, that's way more than we found out about beforehand.
They do appear to be connected by tissue.
Like a Rat King?
Patty Green deadpans and says, "So what? Does that make this a baby king?"
No.
That doesn't really
I
roll off the tongue.
don't. Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Patty shudders and rubs her own arms. You get the distinct sensation that she's trying to not let this affect her as much as it does.
Father David reaches out and puts a hand on her shoulder.
She reaches up and touches his hand and gives him a weak little smile. Meanwhile, Dr. Celeste LeBlanc still looking at the picture, although with visible disgust. She is thinking.
So
Perhaps we can find some clues to this in that one book we found.
maybe. I was more thinking, did they all naturally end up in the same toilet, or is this another part of the ghost shenanigan thing? Like maybe some of those are not, real, but more ghostly apparitions of some sort.
It's also possible that, she was carrying twins or triplets at a certain time, and...
Yes, but surely not octuplets.
No, it's more along the lines of the woman gets pregnant, she has a miscarriage, probably
Tries
up by her
again,
room.
then probably trying again, but
And again, and again. They're not very developed, they're just fetuses.
Raymond, as an American, of course, had no sex ed whatsoever.
This isn't as outlandish as you might think.
I'm also
I've
not
spoke-
going to never mind.
Father David tilts his head at Jonah.
Not saying anything in character.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It's just, it was there for the taking. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like in and out of character. I'm not sure those are all real babies. Like, I think there's some ghost stuff going on. And I want to find out more.
Okay. Well, sure, there's some ghost stuff going on, says Patty Green.
What?
That's kind of how they ended up there. But I don't fucking think that any spirit is just going to appear on its own. It's not going to come out of nothing. It's always going to be the result of someone dying.
Well, yes, I suppose so, but what are the chances that what are the chances that this is from a single woman that had, let's say, 8 miscarriages?
Well, pretty fucking low.
Yeah.
But Raymond, there's been a lot of women in this mansion.
Yes, and that brings me, what are the chances that all these women went to the same toilet for their miscarriage? It's my line of thought.
I mean, even if it happened 8 times across a few women, all in this house, I don't know if it would have to be in the same bathroom. Just
exactly, especially a bathroom that far out away.
Okay, what are the nearest bedrooms to that one?
This is around the time where I would like all of you to roll an idea check.
Ah, okay.
Just to see if you can remember some details.
Oh dear.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Idea
Raymond starts remembering. Very good, very good.
Good.
Is
Well,
that just an intelligence?
No, it's
or-
idea. It's literally the
idea.
idea stat.
Yeah.
Should be in your little sheet thingy.
Do you still not have any?
No. I don't have it in the thing.
If you have your intelligence, it's 5 times that.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, don't worry. I found
Yeah,
it. I
there's
just
a decent chance that I'm just blind.
I mean, it's about remembering.
1d100. Damn it. I make it.
Oh, okay. It's not with the other skills. That's why I can't find it.
Yeah, it's under
Yeah,
characteristics.
there you
Ah,
Yeah,
Alright.
I was just looking in the wrong section like an idiot.
it's
No, it happens, bud.
It happens.
fine.
Raymond
But that's what we
and-
have. Control F4.
It is. Anyway, Raymond and Father David get the same idea at the same time, although from 2 different angles. Raymond remembers from the talk and the research you've done about the different ghosts. He remembers that there was indeed one moment in this mansion's history where a lot of women seemed to be present, perhaps not at the same time, but very very rapidly succeeding one another. He remembers the many wives of Blithely Bedford.
Ah.
Meanwhile, Father David McDougal remembers something that's nagging him about the inhabitants of the house during Father Prescott's ownership. And coincidentally, Dr. Celeste LeBlanc is holding the book that Gregory Hansen, renowned ghost hunter and author, wrote about the hauntings of this house.
Raymond will lock eyes with Father David, kind of coming to the same conclusion. Just, what if they're not miscarriages, but rather abortions of the forceful kind? Then it would make sense that they end up in the same toilet, because someone had to hide the evidence.
Could be right there. There was an instance where there was many women.
Yeah. Well, that makes it a lot more ghastly. This may be a bit weird to ask. Is there something we need to do? Do we need to bury them?
Well, Dr. Celeste, let's peek through that book
I mean,
and
that's
see if
how
we
it
can
would be
pinpoint
in.
who exactly.
Right.
I mean, that's how it would be in movies and stories, but at this point, I have no idea if any of that would actually work.
I mean, unless you've seen The Ring, says Petty Green. All the while leaning in as Dr. Celeste LeBlanc opens the book.
Oh.
A comprehensive history of the hauntings of Fellfayre Manor, from most common to most rare, by Gregory Hansen.
Okay. Okay, I have to ask, are we supposed to highlight that to read it, or is it...
Is it unreadable?
I mean, it's... Like, the readable parts are white on black, but the other parts are, like, kind of gray on gray, so...
I mean, it's readable for me. It is a bit wonky, I assume, because I have dark mode on.
Yeah, I have light mode on.
Yeah, because you're like one of the 2 complete and
Fine.
total sociopaths
Fine,
who uses light
I
mode.
put it on dark mode, like an edgy teenager.
Okay, hang on a sec. I'm gonna try and see if I can't fix this for
No, I
you.
want to call out Mitch for being an edgy teenager.
Let's see. It's because I copied it from Discord.
No, it's fine. I put it on dark mode. I can read it.
Okay.
Ghost cat. Okay. Fat lady. Nope. Nope. Thin man. Siren. Butterfly specter. Crying children. several infants crying out on the third floor.
Rare
Governess quarter.
occurrence.
You can always read it loud.
Wait,
I will
do
read out loud for the class.
you want to? Okay.
Yay.
Otherwise, I would
The
have done it.
crying children, perhaps one of the most mysterious and unsettling apparitions of the mansion. A rare occurrence, the crying children is just as they seem, the audible specter of several infants crying out. They most frequently appear on the third floor in the governess's quarters, but very little is known about them. They are nothing but an audible specter, and though unnerving, have never amounted to more than simply that. Their origins are widely debated between encounters, with some even suggesting them to be nothing but hallucinations and bad dreams, as they only ever appear following the introduction of them to the victim. This leads some to believe that they are merely manifestations of overactive imaginations, and little proof exists to deny this claim. Well, we just finally have proof to deny that claim.
We do.
I mean, of course, also, like, when the ghost hunter, or professional ghost hunter who literally wrote the book on hauntings, is saying, yeah, I think that one might just be a hallucination
probably
or a
nothing.
bad dream.
I
That either means it's the most outlandish thing or it's the only true one.
Yeah. I
You never know.
No in between.
Also, I fixed it. I'm going to update it real quick.
Oh, okay.
That should be
Already.
better.
Yay!
Oh,
Hey.
thank you. That's actually much easier for me.
Yeah.
You're
I-
very welcome.
In the
Kinda-
governess's room.
Yeah, isn't that where you sleep?
Yes, that is where I sleep. I am not a governess, though.
Could have fooled. I'm not a cat. I don't know how to move it. Anyway,
I'm not a governess.
I
I'm just a
am-
priest.
I would like to propose an experiment.
What are you thinking?
What if we try to lay these infants to rest in the proper Catholic fashion? We have a priest right here.
I am that priest, correct?
No, I obviously mean Jonah.
Jonah's not of the cloth, are you, Jonah?
I mean, no.
No. My thing-
Also, my parents are Anglican.
yes. So what would we need to do to like accomplish that? Do we have to bury anything? Do we need remains? Or would the
It's,
idea of it suffice?
well, the thing with that is it's easier if they're baptized, but the problem is that people don't generally baptize fetuses. The upside of them being in a toilet, though, is that...
I
Oh my
thought you
god.
weren't supposed to bless
um
water being used for things like that.
I suppose
You're not supposed to
there's
bless.
nothing. I don't think there's anything about this in any holy book. Father David, you're obviously the expert. If you're willing to try it, who am I to stand in your way? Though,
I never thought I'd be doing a toilet
honestly,
baptism.
my first thought was that we remove the toilet and bury that.
Well, it seems that they're crawling up from the pipes, trying to get out. Which also means that there's maybe more babies down there.
Right.
Just clogged up with babies. I hate this.
Maybe we should use one of those pipe cleaner things. Like
No,
the
we're not.
things that you put on
No, we're not using a robo-router on the babies.
What about one of those things that work with air pressure? Just pump, 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 pump. Baby gone.
Is like Raymond saying these things?
No, God no. I'm not.
Better not be.
I'm not that insensitive. I just like the idea of doing an infomercial removing infant ghosts from your toilet pipes.
You got a
I
problem
mean,
with the ghost faces?
Wait.
Toilet clogged up by
I don't
crying
know. I don't know much about Victorian era mansions, but would this have like a septic tank or something?
Probably not. It would have gone straight into what counts as a sewer back then.
Dr. Celeste LeBlanc pipes up. A pond.
Yeah, for instance, probably, most likely, actually. Maybe
And
like
we bless a pond?
maybe an extra little pond just for the feces. But
No, it really all gone to the pond. Usually these kinds of places would come with like a small moat or something like that,
yes,
so that the plumbing would be easier to install, but it appears they just have the pond here.
yeah, leave it to the English to invent hygiene.
Well, we could take a picture of the pond.
Yeah, that's
Though
probably a good
I
idea.
am deeply curious about. Well, I'm deeply curious about what Father Prescott might have to say about this, seeing as he was one of the men who was here when there was a large quantity of women.
Hang on, let me find him real quick, says Dr. Celeste LeBlanc and opens the door. Ghost cat. Ah, here he is. The hanging priest. Do you want me to read about him? We might find out some extra things.
Sure.
I certainly
Read it
wouldn't
out
mind.
loud.
Alright. The ghost of Father Joseph Prescott is an odd apparition, as he lived in the manor between 1846 and 1857, but has never been seen directly haunting it. He appears outside within the family chapel of Lord and Lady Fellfayre, where he used to hold his sermons, as well as around the grounds where his footprints can be seen in the mud around the pond on rare occasions. Oh, well, that might be a clue. He can famously be heard preaching and singing from inside the chapel, but is very rarely seen except when observed from afar. His spirit appears to have aspects of quantum visibility to it, as the closer you get to him, the less vivid and solid he seems, until he disappears altogether. Upon observation from the windows of the mansion, he appears to walk the grounds on Sundays and calls his long-dead flock to Mass as he walks from the mansion to the chapel and starts preaching. If interrupted, he will become agitated and attempt to hide, though he seems very keen to speak through the spirit box. He's very much aware of his death, and through interviews, it seems he is profoundly guilt-ridden by something he did while alive and keeps referring to his wildflowers. Now, records of his time in the mansion are sparse, as he seemed outwardly to be a saint of little renown, using the mansion as a home for the homeless, though his philanthropic deeds were cut short by his suicide in 1857. It is completely unknown why he did this, but if his spirit is to be believed, he may have been driven to it by his own deeds. It would appear the good father was not the saint he made himself out to be, and upon further investigation, I discovered that the homeless of the area mostly consists of ladies of the night, who had been evicted from renowned establishments, following the passing of a local law a few months prior. This could lead to the easy conclusion that the good father's guilt could be rooted in his own indiscretions, but when pressed for answers, he promptly ceased all communication and created quite the racket in the chapel. He's not known to be a dangerous spirit, but would-be ghost hunters should be advised to not agitate him or imply any sinful deeds in his past. Oh my.
Well, good to know.
I'm sorry, the quantum visibility cracks me up.
Quantum visibility.
It's also well, we know
Not
where
what
he
any
is.
of those mean.
Yeah, we know where he is, but we never know how fast he goes. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just a weird ghost. Anyway, okay, let's jump to the logical conclusion here and say he knew about the dead babies, he didn't do shit about it, and his flowers grow out of, well, the very fertile soil of the pond where all the feces end up. Could we rope him into helping?
We
I mean,
could
it
try.
just said in the book not to.
Yeah, but
Well, It said not to imply any sinful deeds on his behalf, but
Yeah,
we could
exactly.
probably still get him to talk about what happened.
I mean, we don't want to. We don't want him to confess to his obviously many sins. We just want him to help with a problem of our own. That
We want him to help put the restless souls of unbaptized babies to rest.
exactly, that has nothing to do with him. They're totally unrelated dead babies.
Exactly.
Yeah, we just found them
Yes.
somewhere. I mean, Raymond obviously can't go into the church. He's probably still angry with him. So, I leave that to you two.
Well, shall we go to the chapel then?
Sounds about the next logical step to take.
Yes.
Well, let's go.
Let us
Dr.
find-
Celeste LeBlanc says and slams the book shut between her little handsies.
Let us off to find salvation for a bunch of dead fetuses. Except me, I will wait outside, because the ghost is angry at me.
It'd help if you wouldn't have made fun of his faith, Mr. Shafter.
Yeah, that kind of thing is normally frowned upon.
Yes, well.
Or at least not to his face.
Well, the things we did and shouldn't have done, don't we all have some past regrets that we have to live with?
Well, we
It
don't
probably
know.
would help if you apologize.
Insulting a ghost, investing in Bitcoin, what can I say? We all make mistakes.
What's a
Anyway.
Bitcoin?
I don't know.
Eddie Green goes over and puts a hand on Father David's shoulder. It's a dark thing that you shouldn't worry about, Father David.
Yeah, you heard about ghosts? This is so much worse.
Obviously, Raymond made his obscene wealth through Bitcoin.
No,
Obviously.
Raymond lost a lot of his obscene wealth through Bitcoin. Or rather, his family did.
Anyway, you all hustle on over to the chapel.
The chapel has
I tell you
a
what.
map.
Okay.
Second floor.
Cat! Okay, here's the thing. I tell you what. Ask the ghost if I could apologize, but if not, I'll just wait outside. Okay? There's no reason to make it worse.
My baby.
Jonah,
On seeing
choose if we don't actually
Segador. Oh, absolutely. On seeing Segador, Jonah will, of course, start doing the whole pss, 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 pss. Here, kitty, kitty. Here, Segator. In the hope that Segator will notice him.
notice me.
Segator sits completely unaffected upon the bench that he's sunbathing on. He doesn't even move. Also,
That's what I
let's see if
expected.
I can find some good music for us. Let's see if
There.
let's see.
Be thou my vision.
Fuck it, we're gonna go with Middle Earth Dawn. Better than nothing. So, you arrive at the chapel and this brand new map.
Brand
Yeah.
new map. Time to frolic in the map. Woohoo!
Cat
Waha!
map.
Woohoo! Yahoo!
Yay, we shall run through the meadow.
Priest-
It all
Zoomies.
looks. And we shall go out frolicking.
Like lambs in the spring, we shall frolic. Oh my god. This is Priest Zoomies. No. Father David pauses, nods at Segator.
Segator
Look at
looks
it.
at Father David. He does nothing else.
Raymond looks very worried about getting grass stains on his pants, so he will move slowly.
Luckily, there's a fairly grass-free path towards the
You
chapel.
cannot trust grass, it will leave stains.
Jonah will kind of walk up, crouch down, kind of hold out his hand for Segator to, get a good sniff in.
Segator
Aw.
will sniff at the hand, his eyes squinting a little bit for a moment. His one ear will flick and he will adjust his feeties to better loaf.
Aw.
Oh.
Jonah will give him a little scratch under the chin.
He will draw back and sit up and sniff at the hand that is scratching him. Segator is a very feral cat.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that he's letting you get that close, son.
Aw, he's just... I mean, he might look all tough on the outside, but he's still just a little baby.
Yeah.
Aren't ya?
You know, outside he looks like he has a very hard shell, but inside he's just a little fuzzy ball made of nails.
Mm-hmm.
What
Also,
do you say, Segator? Are you a baby?
clearly. Also,
Segator sits unaffected.
this one, I zoomed out and I thought it was a snail, and I'm disappointed it's not. So
Which one?
that one here.
That one.
Alas, it is not a snail.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
just
well.
Snail
Some,
statue would have been so cute.
just some dude. Ugh. Once again, art has disappointed me.
Just gonna walk away pretending that he didn't accidentally call Jonah son.
Aww.
I didn't even notice that.
Jonah will, of course, have noticed it, and also not want to spoil the moment by calling it out.
Sure, Dad.
Fatherly approval. What is this fatherly approval? Disgusting. Give me more.
Disgusting. Please give me more.
Like age-wise, they're more
Oh,
like
it-
siblings, though. It's weird.
Not really.
Really? How old was Father David?
Father David is 27. How old is Jonah? He's like 16,
16.
17?
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's like more
That is
siblings.
closer to siblings. Father David is an old soul, though.
That's actually
Yeah.
almost the exact age difference between me and my brother.
Oh.
Nice.
Father David's got the soul of an old man. He gets the camera ready.
Yeah. Raymond will like stay here, a bit out of sight, just in case.
Good choice.
Like
He opens the door, lifts up the camera.
I should have brought a boombox to stay in the meadow to apologize to the ghost.
Snaps a picture.
Father
That is the
David-
only way you can apologize.
It
Yeah.
is. Father David snaps a picture of the serene-looking chapel with the light filtering in from the side, illuminating the entire place in an almost heavenly fashion. It becomes very clear why this site was chosen for the chapel, as in the light of day, it's rather pleasant. That, however, fades relatively quickly as the photo develops in Father David's hand.
Oh dear. Well, it's not that. Oh yeah. Oh, that hang.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh,
Well, it
well.
looks like he's here.
Looks like you're right.
Eh.
So
He's just been hanging around. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't make that joke.
yeah.
Raymond would, and he will.
Father Prescott, yeah, he's just been hanging around.
Yeah, Raymond did that. There we go. The joke is in, but Father David is innocent. There.
Oh, God. There's a soft glare from Father David.
Oh, come on, you did it.
That was me. Father David would never.
Unfair. Unfair.
Yeah. Koops is the gremlin here.
Yeah.
I'm the gremlin. Father David is just a lamb.
Anyway.
You want to start a cult?
Anyway, surely the ghost hasn't heard that.
Ugh,
Nah.
distasteful.
Yeah.
Father David.
And maybe you should have stayed in the mansion.
Father David steps inside. Is do we got the talk? Does anybody have the talk box? Does Patty have it?
Can we assume we took it with us?
Yeah, let's say Patty
Yeah.
took the talk box with her.
We're prepared, surely.
Yeah. Spirit box time.
Yeah, since the book said that he speaks through that pretty readily.
I mean,
Yep.
we talked with him once before.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mhm.
I think 2
To
times.
the Ouija
actually.
board.
Yeah, I think actually 2 times.
Through the Luigi board.
The Luigi board.
Through the Luigi board.
No, the Waluigi board.
The Waluigi. Through the Waluigi demon board.
Well, yeah, it's an evil Luigi board, so it's Waluigi board.
I also like the little
Yeah,
detail
it's
of
Waluigi board.
I like the little detail of the lady's stone being a bit scruffy.
And you don't have to call it a Waluigi demon board. That's like saying ATM machine.
Or pin or pin number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, thank you so much for noticing that detail, Stinky.
Oh yeah. I'm also noticing that you just copied the benches without adjusting for, the side things.
Well, yeah, but that's actually intentional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the people on the left side can't leave as easily.
They can't escape.
Good. Screw them.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, Father David will go up to the front. Of course, at the end, he stops. One hand on the side of the little fucking bench, and he bows and he crosses himself before he continues, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Really?
Dr. Celeste LeBlanc has no idea about this, but sees Father David do it and copies him, just to be on the safe side. Patty does the same, because why the hell not?
And Jonah will not be the odd man out here.
Raymond will look in from the outside, just kind of poking around the corner.
Father David will light up the candles.
Dr. Celeste LeBlanc will look around. Take out the book, read through Father Prescott's section again, and look around. Stare up at the spot where he's supposedly hanging and squint to try and see if she can see anything.
Candles are lit. Father David motions for Patty to take out the talk box.
She does, walking up next to him and turning it on. Immediately, the tiny chapel is filled with the familiar sound of static and broadcasts overlapping one another.
Father Prescott, are you here with us?
There is a moment. A long moment. And then the candles flicker ever so slightly. Between the static and the broadcasts, you almost hear something that sounds like a sigh. A very tired sigh.
Sorry to be bothering you on this fine day, Father.
Again, there is very little in means of response.
Jonah will clear his throat before speaking up. It's just that we believe we might need your assistance, sir.
The candles flicker again, and you all notice a certain chill starting to set into the air around you. Even Raymond outside notices that the stones of the of the little chapel that he's leaning against get a little bit cooler. Patty is listening intensely to the spirit box when suddenly she looks up, looks at Father David. He's here.
Thank you, Miss Green. Father Prescott, something rather alarming has come to our attention that resides within the manor. Up near the governess's room there's a toilet. And within it, an amalgam of the unborn.
Almost immediately, the temperature, which had been falling, drops significantly. The candles flicker violently, and you very clearly hear from the spirit box, "Oh."
What ails you so, Father Prescott?
The candles flicker again, and this time you'll hear once more from the spirit box between the static and the broadcasts. Those poor lambs.
I agree. We wish to know if there's any way we can help them. They don't deserve to be there.
Everything seems to go silent. The static of the spirit box seems almost deafening as you listen intently for any response. Again, a coldness settles not just into the chapel but into your bones. And you start noticing that you can see your own breath in there. You listen for any words, and out come, "No help. No help. I could not help them."
Ooh, he shudders, looking up where he had seen the shadow of Father Prescott before. Where do they come from? Do you know?
My poor wild flowers.
How can we contact your wildflowers? Can we contact your wildflowers?
A horrible noise escapes the spirit box as Father Prescott seems to groan. The candles flicker so hard, and the earth seems to shake below you. One of the candles falls over and rolls onto the ground.
Soft yelp from Father David, and he looks down at the candle.
As he looks down on it, the flame, still alight on the wick, starts to flicker more and more fervently, more aggressively. The tremors start growing worse around you, and more candles fall down, until all of a sudden, their flames change from a sulfur yellow to a bright blue. And you hear, not from the spirit box, but from right behind you, "Save my flock." And just like that, the chill removes itself from the air. The warm summer breeze returns, and the candles all snuff out.
Titan.
Jonah will concernedly look around a little bit more.
Everything seems completely back to normal. Almost as if everything that you just experienced was nothing but a strange, shared hallucination. You don't even feel any coldness or any strange presence in that place.
Was Raymond in on that or not?
Raymond could definitely feel the shuddering in the brick in there, of the stones of the chapel.
Ah, okay, but he didn't hear it.
He didn't hear anything
All right.
outside of the static of the spirit box,
Okay.
which is pretty loud.
Good. Just asking, meta knowledge and all that.
Of course.
Also, when you said that everything gets a little cooler, I instantly figured everyone would put on sunglasses.
Everyone puts on sunglasses.
Oh, everything gets a little cooler. Yeah!
Father Prescott is sitting there in like cool shades and a open Hawaiian shirt.
Why do you have white shirt?
I don't know.
Because there's nothing cooler.
That's your picture of That's your picture of coolness.
Okay.
Presumably
out.
you are popping the collar as well.
Oh,
Yeah, the collar's popped on the Hawaiian shirt. It's open. The sunglasses
Alright,
are
so-
on. Socks and sandals. Both. Let's go. Tube socks.
But out of character, it seems he was like okay with us, like saving their souls, like the fetus's souls or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I took it as he doesn't know how to help.
I mean,
He doesn't know how to help the babies, but he wants us to save his flock. And his flock apparently used to be a bunch of ladies, some of which he referred to as his wildflowers.
okay.
And this wild...
I'd like all of you to roll an idea.
Okay. Wait, can I?
Also, do keep going, Koops. I'm sorry.
And wildflower. All right, I missed that very narrowly. Damn it.
Hey, Nibbit.
Haha, I did it for once.
Aha.
Here's
But
as
what-
well.
Go ahead.
Appears it is. Wildflowers might have been the ones who produced those. I don't know. Let's move out of the chapel.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea, says Patty, and starts walking out.
Father David picks up the candles that fell really quick,
Yeah.
puts them back on the thing.
Meanwhile, on the way out, I'm so sorry, Stinky. Raymond wasn't really part of that, so
Yeah,
he wouldn't get that.
I wanted
He
to
wouldn't
ask,
get that.
can I just
Sorry.
storm in? Maybe I can illuminate them.
Perhaps I can elucidate.
I actually, the moment Father David comes out, Raymond was so. Will you baptize the bowl or not?
God damn it.
Probably not.
Oh, it was such a good idea.
Meanwhile, Jonah is going to remember that. And he remembers seeing something as Dr. Sirs LeBlanc flipped through the book and he watched over her shoulder. There was something about flowers in there. It was under a different ghost entry, though. And he only saw it in passing.
Okay, Jonah will mention... I mean, for what the wildflowers could be... I don't know, is there anything else in the book or that has to do with flowers? I feel like there is something, I just think I'd have to flip through it again.
Oh, sure, here you go. Dr. Celeste LeBlanc hands you the book.
Jonah will start flipping through.
As he does so, he comes across exactly the entry that he saw. It's the entry for the White Ladies.
Okay. Let's see. Alleged obsession of Bedford. This trio focuses purely on men of the cloth. Beautiful ephemeral women with long flowing dresses. Not verified, but sorry, Jonah is kind of saying that as just kind of quickly scanning through this.
As he's like muttering, Father David gets more concerned. Oh, these are the ones that Patty was worried about.
Yep, those will be the ones.
Let's see, the white ladies will appear to them during sleep, gathering around their bed and humming hymns and psalms. Eerily familiar, though distorted. Uh, so it says here that they do seem to correlate pretty seamlessly into Father Prescott's life. Since if he opened a. So if a lot of, let's say, women of the night, to be a bit nicer to them, they could be that could be the white ladies. Uh
Also,
especially
yet another connection to the abundance of miscarriages/abortions.
yeah. And if which it seemed that the damn, what's the author's name? Oh, Hansen. Uh and it seemed that Hansen may have implied more than just a uh or may have implied a more personal connection between Prescott and these women. That could be why they have a thing for priests.
One thing that stands out to Jonah as he skims through the section and reads the words in his head is the specific description and how it's worded that Gregory Hansen has provided. 3 different young ladies, one tall and willowy, with a gaunt face and a silvery sheen to her aura, the next short and apple-cheeked, with an innocent look, bobbed hair, and streaks of red in her aura, the last one voluptuous and shrewd, wearing a dress adorned with embroideries of clementines.
Okay, so willow, apple, clementine.
Maybe if we bring in, the branches of a willow, an apple, and a clementine tree, or the blooms of one.
Yeah, maybe the blooms of them.
Are you sure you're okay with that, Father David? Because this veers heavily into paganism.
What do you mean it veers heavily into paganism?
Well, witchcraft and rituals and summoning things.
Not really. There's 3 different things that kind of embody, I suppose, the women.
Well, that's one way to justify it. Carry on.
Right.
Wait, what time of the year is it again?
Summer.
Summer.
Are there any of these trees around?
I don't think
There are-
clementines grow this far up north.
And I don't think any of these are willows.
There are plenty of willow trees and apple trees upon the grounds of the Fellfayre Manor. However, you will be hard pressed to find any clementines.
Well, we can probably buy one in a supermarket.
A fruit, yes. A branch or a bloom, not so much.
Yeah. We could order one.
You could do that. Could be for the winter garden.
Yeah, Raymond whips out his smartphone, looks online to see where you can order I don't know, a clementine branch.
Alrighty, roll library use.
We might just
This will
need,
end-
like, flowers?
This will end well. I mean, surely a shop that sells clementine branches also sells clementine flowers.
Well, how about we gather some flowers, some of the wildflowers from
I do
around
not
the
make
pond?
it.
Yeah, we could try just a bunch of... I mean, we have willows and apple trees. Maybe if we get, like... Maybe we just need 2 of the 3? Or maybe that'll just get 2 of them to show up? I mean, that's
Well,
something, I guess.
I don't
let's
know.
see if there's any in the winter garden.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, because I can't find a shop that sells clementine flowers.
So,
I even went to
we'll gather-
clementineflowers.org. Nothing.
It is
Did you
not the
try
page you-
.com?
It is not the kind of page that you expected it to be. But at the same time, it's exactly the kind of page you expect it to be.
Raymond looks at it and just goes, well, this is disturbing. Bookmark. Move on. I have a 72 in libraries and I rolled a 90. Ah. Okay, let's go to the winter garden. Sure.
You all
I'll-
head on back.
Father David collects some flowers from around the pond like he said he would.
Nice.
And willow and apple branches while he's on his way back.
Yeah.
He's just picking flowers. It's a great time.
Yeah, nothing bad happened today.
He's
Okay.
definitely not crying.
Definitely not.
Nothing bad ever happens when you're picking flowers.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Persephone can attest. In my head, I used to call her Persephone.
What?
I'd only ever read the name. I'd never heard it out loud. So I was like, ah, yes, Persephone.
Oh,
Like telephone.
right. No, that makes sense.
It does.
I'm kind of curious as to how elementary school me pronounced Hephaestus to myself, but I'm pretty sure I got halfway through that word and gave up.
Yeah. See, it's a lot easier in German because the way you write it is the way you say it.
And it's a lot
Cool.
easier in Danish because we have letters like E.
Yeah. It's Hephaestus.
Yeah.
That's
The fight dolls.
It faces.
Yes, yeah. Very simple and very boring.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, the winter garden thing.
Winter garden.
Let's look at it. I'm just gonna move around. Boop. This is the winter garden, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Well done.
Look, we're not here often, so you know.
It's true.
Okay. Well, why is there a book bag? Is that like leftover from something?
Honestly,
Quick, see if
I
there's anything in it.
do not remember.
Might be books in it.
The only other person I remember being in the winter garden was Dr. Celeste LeBlanc.
Oh, probably her book back then.
Probably her book back
Okay,
then.
is there anything approaching a clementine flower here?
Sorry. Well, go ahead and roll some observation.
Good lord. Well then, didn't study botany in, whatever the fuck Raymond was studying. I forgot. Poli-sci. Spot hidden or?
Oh yes, sorry, spot hidden.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I think we can
It's been a
roll
while.
observation, but yeah, I don't know. Hey, I did it.
Oh, very
I
nice.
rolled on
very
the
nice.
dot. Jesus.
Nice. You know what? With an on the dot roll, you deserve to find a little bit of a clementine. You managed
Yay.
to spot that the winter garden is well, it does indeed have some fruit trees in there. There's a kumquat. There's a very very anemic looking orange, and lo and behold, there's a clementine.
I mean, what's a clementine if not an anemic orange?
Exactly.
Raymond
Oh,
says
do
that.
we also have grapefruit?
Yeah,
Since we
Raymond-
have like so many different citruses, apparently.
Also, Raymond says that out loud because he has a disdain for oranges.
I wonder why.
Yes,
This is news. We have Raymond law.
awful fruits. Not worthy of respect, really. Anyway, Raymond will,
Makes me wonder what Raymond's favorite fruit is then.
eggplant, obviously.
Obviously.
Anything dick-shaped. Anyway,
Yeah.
Raymond will pick... Raymond will pick a clementine bloom, I guess? If there's one.
You do find one. It's in the let's see. It's strawberry season right now, so it's in the early stages of blooming.
I mean, it's probably good enough.
Yeah, it's got some buds.
I don't even know what a clementine flower looks like.
It's small and white, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they're very colorful, actually.
Oh, hang on, really?
Yeah, there are several variants. That's pretty cool. Oh, they look much nicer than I thought it would. Yeah, anyway, Raymond will pick one, and that will have to do. He will actually give it to Father David.
He walks in the door, one handful of wildflowers and 2 different branches.
Yeah,
And just gets wordlessly handed a clementine.
Raymond will just take the clementine flower and just put it on top of the existing vegetable arrangement.
Well, it's a collection of sticks, so that's an existing faggot.
Fair enough.
Hey, don't talk about Father David that way.
See, Father David, alone we're a frail stick, but together we form a mighty faggot.
Does he say this?
Yes. Yes, he does.
There's a moment where he sputters. He blinks in surprise. And then gets this hard to read expression.
Oh, don't worry, it's a quote from The Simpsons.
I remember getting to sneak a few episodes of that in. Thank you for clearing that up. I'm going to go put these in a vase.
I do
His
like.
grandma was a bitch.
Yeah, clementine flowers are very pretty, actually.
Look,
those are actually not clementine flowers. The big ones, those are a different kind of plant.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh well.
Actual clementine flowers are the small white ones.
Oh, fair enough. Anyway, I do like to put some memes.
Google
in with
lied to me.
I do like to put some memes in with Raymond because he is the right age. You know, he's heard of the classic Simpsons memes by like osmosis with older people
These then?
and teachers.
That's about right.
Yeah, the lower ones.
Yeah,
Those are the fruit-bearing ones.
the boring ones.
I'm still pretty.
Very pretty.
So he takes them, takes the branches, takes the flowers, the little bouquet he has, and
Well then.
well, gotta move my map. Oh, thank you for finding this. Where did you find it?
Raymond just points wordlessly to the tree where he picked it from.
Blue
Okay.
butterfly sits upon one of the blooms.
Oh, look. What a beautiful butterfly.
Huh.
Yeah, suppose so.
Makes me think of the entomologist. I'm glad you're just gonna walk out of the door.
Know when the clementines will be in season? I mean, I think it's still gonna be a bit, since they're just blooming.
Oh yeah, it'll be like a little while.
October.
Yep.
So, a few more months.
Oh, and fun fact, because it looks like clementine flowers have thicker petals and are white. That means it mostly relies on beetles for pollinating, because
Good.
beetles are clumsy.
Oh,
Aw,
not
that's
their,
fucking
it's
cute.
not their fault.
They're just
they're doing their best.
they're just big. They're trying their best. They're just big
they're-
and
Big
kind
body
of
little
heavy.
wings.
Look, they're like
Exactly.
they're like bumblebees, but less fuzzy. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing with the bouquet?
No idea. Following Father David.
Fair enough.
Maybe we take it to the church?
Ready to go.
And he went off to the kitchen to get some water for the branches.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I
He
mean,
collects some water. He's got it like the guy who's got him in a vase.
yeah, I mean, no, that's like old lady behavior. Clearly, you get flowers, you put them in the vases. I'd do the same.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're
What?
supposed to use a bit of sugar in the water too.
Wait,
To
what? Really?
I actually tested that. It has no impact.
Okay.
oh,
See, that was
I don't know. That's just
Ooh.
something I heard from my grandmother, so I just assumed it had to be correct.
Mm.
well. Your grandma was wrong.
I'm gonna say it's the grandmother that I like, not the one that's kind of shitty.
Okay, fair enough.
I just assume anything that Grandma Ludi says is fake.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So, actually, Raymond will ask this in character. So, what are you going to do with all that stuff?
Don't
Do we burn it? Is that how you summon things?
No,
we-
and we're not trying to summon them exactly. Just trying to catch their attention so far. And I suppose I'm going to put this beside my nightstand
Okay, so not
for tonight.
quite summoning out, more like leaving a voicemail.
Sort of. Now, I'm going to go and put these up in my room.
Okay.
And then, if you'll all excuse me, I need to get some shopping done. I owe Miguel a nice dinner.
Right.
Aww.
It's
Right.
Father David.
Right. I sent Miguel away to buy really expensive and super rare wine that he has no way of finding. I forgot.
Mhm.
He was
Yes,
sent on
it.
a wild goose chase while we played hide and seek.
Yeah.
Father David says, informing Dr. Celestial Blanc and Patty what is going on,
And
because he doesn't want to get the wrong idea.
Mhm.
And well, I want to make it up to him because I feel very bad about lying,
right. He will,
and he deserves a little something nice.
don't worry. He will bring back an exquisite wine. Though not the one I sent him out for, because if he finds that, he is a magician. And I would be very worried about his capabilities.
Oh no, he's totally gonna find that.
Oh yeah, he absolutely is
But it's a-
because he's Miguel.
But that was like what if you look, a $40,000 wine bottle?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, it
He
was,
has your credit card.
that's not
does.
the point. It was like, it's impossible to find. We're in the middle of England. Where would he get it? I wouldn't know how to get it. Sanity. I mean, Raymond can afford it. That's not a thing, but you know,
Yeah, he can.
that's the worst part, really. No, if Miguel comes back with that bottle, then Raymond will be very. I don't know. Worried, kinda.
For some reason, I thought that Miguel had already come back.
No.
He hasn't yet.
No, we made it
He
so that
is-
he is busy all day, basically.
Oh yeah.
Basically, Raymond gave him like a shopping list of increasingly weird items that are super hard to find in an English village in the middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
Like, toilet paper.
Remember, Brexit never happened in this universe, and I'm
Right.
going to say that neither did Corona because fuck COVID.
Oh, fair
We
enough.
already established that Corona and Brexit never happened.
Oh, okay,
Exactly.
fair enough. In that case, vegetables.
Yeah.
Father David, he's got his
Yeah.
picture.
You're in a farming environment, so vegetables pretty easy to come by.
Well, we're still in England, so
Well,
It's mostly just potatoes, though.
Alright, so
Going.
anyway, Miguel should be back eventually, but no idea when. I could write him.
This is true, but
I could-
anyway, what was Koops? What were you trying to say? Sorry.
Father David stands there with the pitcher, now full, the little bouquet of the wildflowers and the branches all nicely arranged in there. All right, I've got this full. I am going to go upstairs and get my cardigan on so I don't get, so I have extra pockets, basically.
Right.
And, then I'm going to head down to the market. Does anybody else need anything?
No, but I could send Miguel a message so he can meet you there. So you can.
Oh, I'd
So you can finish
rather
your
it be a surprise.
grocery shopping together.
Well, I kind of want to surprise him with the dinner.
I could send him a message to lure him far away from the market, so he will never see you buy anything.
No, it's all right if he does. It's all right if he doesn't. We'll let fate be in charge of that. For now, though, can I get you anything, Miss Green, LeBlanc, Jonah?
Can't think of anything.
Patty thinks
Right.
for a moment. Some painkillers.
Alrighty.
It's just like the idea of you going to the farmer's market to look for painkillers. Just. Oh yeah, there'll be a stand with that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
I mean, what do you think a drugstore looks like in rural England?
It's just.
Yeah, homegrown too.
There's a stand
Yeah.
They need
on the,
tampons?
there's a stand on the farmer's market. Oh yeah, they would be in like the little boxes like you do with candy. And you have the little
Yep.
shovel.
Come get
Miss
your
Shellenden.
ibuprofen, fresh off the stalk.
I'm just gonna fill this paper
Do you got
back.
any naproxen?
Just gonna fill this paper back with them. Tell me when it's enough.
Say when, laddie.
Deafening
What
silence.
a terrible idea that would be. But at the same time, what a great idea.
Oh yeah, it's perfect in how terrible it is.
It really is.
When Patty asks for painkillers, Father David does give her this, like, kind of concerned look.
It's for headaches.
Oh, alright. Alright. Well, I'll see you all in a bit.
Yes. Bring me back some eggplant.
Oh, alright. Eggplant painkillers, eggplant painkillers, eggplant painkillers.
No, don't mix them together. That's a bad idea.
Well, you don't know if an eggplant casserole is gonna taste good with painkillers or not.
I mean, you can probably mix them in there. I don't think they have much of a taste on their own.
I mean, yeah, eggplants don't taste like that much of anything, but painkillers do.
I meant the painkillers. Never mind.
You can make a delightful what's it called?
Quiche?
Vegetarian lasagna with eggplant.
And painkillers.
Painkillers.
It is the
got a nice
secret
crunch.
ingredient.
Yeah.
Could you make a stop at the local meth stand and bring back some, local drugs? Bit of heroin.
A bit
Just a
of blue
little bit.
sky. The daddy needs.
Daddy has needs.
Well, okay, so the only competent team member is gone. What do we do now?
What do you do now?
Obviously, we wait for him to we sit quietly and wait for him to get back.
Right, let's go into idle position, everyone.
All right, start
Everybody
your
just-
idle animations.
Everybody starts T-posing or talking to the wall.
I mean, what do Sims do when you leave them alone? They just
They
kind of
kinda
waggle,
just-
right?
Yeah. God.
Just kind of wiggle around.
If any of you want to, you could always read a little bit whilst Father David is gone.
Well, let's see. I can't open it again. God damn it.
You can't open it?
Yeah, it just kind of stops letting me open things after a while.
What the fuck, man? Here you go.
Like, if you did anything, I can't see it.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
I just clicked show to players.
no, doesn't work. Let me just. I have to kind of rejoin the thing.
Oh.
You had to do it early. It's I don't know. Roll 20 is weird.
Roll 20 is weird.
Yeah, wild.
I mean, let's.
So yeah, I guess we'll just sit around the coffee or sit around the table and read.
Yep. It's story time.
Book
Okay.
club, book club.
Let's see.
Book
Ghost
club.
cat. What if there's something more to the cat? Let's see.
I will be right back.
Greetings, Sir Steve.
Oh.
Was a late support him and one of the house's previous inhabitants. Previous discussed in the volume. Probably not much more to the cat. Apparently, it doesn't even know if it's dead or not. Which, to be fair,
Yeah,
is
that just
like,
sounds like a cat.
yeah, it's just very
It's a
cat-like,
cat.
isn't it?
Yep. They kind of just exist.
I mean, we could like,
Yeah, dying and staying as a ghost because it hasn't noticed it died really sounds like a cat move.
yeah, very much. We could like pinpoint the next ghost we could try and find.
Well, you are currently on the road to the White Ladies.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused by them, if I'm honest.
Yeah?
Just in general.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll all make sense, but yeah. So what do we do about the dead babies? Do we do anything? Because apparently, like the whole
Maybe we
baptizing thing
just
is not there, so I don't know.
maybe we are just waiting to summon the white ladies and see if they can do anything.
Maybe. Did the thing happen where the Catholic Church changed their stance about unbaptized babies and fetuses?
When did that happen?
A couple years back. Like
Well, what was the stance change?
well, basically, unbaptized babies and such went to limbo instead of heaven or hell, and they just spent eternity there through no fault of their own. And the Catholic Church changed their stance, so they go into heaven instead because they're innocent victims.
That's fucking cute. I like that. It happened.
Okay. Well, in that case, they should be fine if you just lay them to rest, I guess. What if we
Let's
Yeah.
consider the long things for a moment. Well, then something's probably keeping them here.
Well, you know, they're ghosts. Like regret, maybe. What if we bury the toilet?
What the
Again,
thing
I
is,
don't think that is how this works.
I don't think they're even old enough to feel regret. So whose regret is keeping them here?
The mothers?
Maybe. So
I mean, if
we
they
gotta do something
were,
about it.
Wait a moment. What
if they were like forcibly
if they were
or
if they were forcibly aborted under the eyes of Father Prescott? What if it's his regret that keeps them here on this so-called earthly plane?
That could be. In that case, we gotta make sure that we resolve his regret.
That's not gonna be easy.
Well, we didn't choose to do this because it was easy, did we?
I don't know. Did we choose to do this for any reason, really, other than morbid curiosity?
I mean, do you just want to leave the ghost babies? So I don't, that can't be good.
I mean,
Yeah, no, definitely not. They're in our water system.
yeah, they might follow us home. I don't know.
Oh, we are home.
I'm on vacation.
Well,
This is just one of my many homes throughout the world.
Sure. Actually, for that matter, why are you still here then? You, Raymond.
Oh, like I said, morbid curiosity.
Didn't you come here to like get footage of ghosts?
Well, yeah, and we got footage of ghosts. Got the Polaroids and all. I'll make copies later.
Well, there you go.
Let's see. If we read about the hanging priest, though. Let's see. Father's guilt could be rooted in his own disingression, but in press for answers, he promptly ceased all communication. So, here's the thing. What do we conclude here? That the priest is kind of an asshole? Or that he was forced to do what he did by someone else?
I mean, it could be either.
Could be both. But this kind of determines what we do with him. Because if he really feels guilty about what he did, we could approach him with that. If he was forced into doing it, then we need another approach entirely. I think we need to find out more about him when he lived.
I think we need to find out more about him and his flock. We only have part of the picture right now.
Exactly.
It's not enough to really make an entire image. We need to find out more about everything.
Well,
Pretty much, yeah.
Do we
And
need to
then
make
maybe we can find out how to help them.
Do we need to make another crazy board with the priest at the center?
I could buy another crazy board.
Well, I could buy dozens of crazy boards, but that's not the point.
I mean, I don't think you can have enough crazy boards.
I mean,
You never can.
you kind of can if you don't reach them anymore, but yeah. Okay, so how do we find out more about this flock?
Well, I think we've already taken the first step, trying to summon them.
I don't know, that kind of... It sits wrong with me.
Honestly, me too.
How far can you trust... Okay, let's assume we can even trust the ghosts if we summon them. If we can summon them. I mean, should we? What if they just lie? What if they don't know the truth?
All we can really do is just trust
Hope
that
they're
they'll
telling the truth.
Yeah, trust that they'll give us at least their version of the truth. And then it's up to us to pass judgment.
Oh,
I think that's bothering me is, well, we're using Father David as bait.
Well, it's by his own free
Yeah.
will.
And I mean, it doesn't... The fact that he kind of volunteered also doesn't make it better.
Really doesn't.
He's a Catholic.
Said Jonah, who volunteered himself.
Well, he is a Catholic priest. He should be used to be a pawn of higher powers, so I'm not worrying too much about that. That's the basis of his entire faith.
Yeah, that's really insensitive, Raymond.
I know.
Says Patty.
Well, am I wrong?
I mean, at least he isn't saying it to his face anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Baby steps.
It's a step in the right direction. I'm so proud of you, Raymond. Look at you go. Personal growth and everything. Soon you'll be a real man.
Where's the lie, though?
Anyway, as you yahoos sit around and get story time, Father David soon enough finishes up his grocery shopping and returns to the mansion. By then, the sun has already started setting a little bit, painting the countryside in a gorgeous orange glow.
Father David, being Father David, will stop to admire the beauty of nature.
The beauty of nature admires him right back.
Ah, damn, I should have asked for some minced meat to put in the eggplant. Oh well.
You could have texted him.
Let's say I did.
Yeah,
he's got the painkillers, mincemeat. He got a sugary soda for Jonah.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
And here
Oh
it is.
yeah, didn't we rule that RC Cola is the one that won the Cola Wars with a surprising come from behind victory?
Probably.
Mer.
I mean, it's canon that Ask Jeeves is the default search engine now.
God, what
Only
a...
because
Yeah.
you fuckers made me make it canon.
Oh, come
you
on.
keep doing it.
Yeah,
I
we
keep
forced your
doing it.
hand, most certainly.
Who would not
You were
love?
unwilling in all of this.
Who
You
would...
little shit.
Who would not
I never
love?
said
Look.
I never said that you wanted that to be canon. I just said that it is.
Look,
I never
it's
did.
just...
And that collectively we have decided that it's canon.
And who would not love to have, instead of the Google conglomerate, you have like this weird cartoon man that you have to ask politely to get answers from. Like,
Really, if anything,
great.
it is only a benefit to humanity because it's made everyone just a little bit more polite about it.
Yes, Jeeves.
Slowly turning everyone Canadian.
Yeah, Jeeves. Jeeves, please be so kind and show me incredibly obscure porn term. Thank you.
Right away, sir.
Right away, sir. I shall avert my gaze from your indiscretion.
Jeeves is judging you.
Jeeves is judging all of us.
Yes, because Ask Jeeves Chrome. No. Ask Jeeves Silver because we're classy.
Yeah.
Does not have an incognito mode,
Oh
so
my God.
he knows.
I just love the idea of like, Jeeves judges all of us as the slogan of this new megacorp.
Don't worry, Jeeves judges us all.
Because at least it would be more honest than Google.
Yeah.
Google is not your friend.
You know, Google's motto at one point was "Do no evil." They scrapped that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not.
They kinda couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
Look, it stands in
Father.
the way of making profit.
Yeah. Father David gets back. He's got the mincemeat, he's got the eggplant, he's got the painkillers, and he's got all the ingredients that he needs to make a very nice dish for him and. It's like you guys are on your own tonight. I'm making dinner for me and Miguel.
Hey.
I mean,
Aww.
Raymond's plan was
No,
actually...
Anyway, I can try to cook.
Raymond's
No,
plan...
he wouldn't.
He's like,
Jonah always gets a bowl.
Raymond's plan was to make a stuffed eggplant for David and Miguel.
Aww.
Like, not officially, but just like make the food and then decide, you know what, I'm not that hungry. You eat it, Father David, and Miguel can have some too. You know, that kind of thing. Because
Unfortunately,
we have to force Father David into happiness, for fuck's sake.
he's Catholic. What do you expect?
Introspection.
Father David already said he was going out to get things for the dinner that night. So he's gonna make Miguel a nice Irish meal. Nice hearty Irish meal. And
Yes, just boiled potatoes.
Oh,
No.
no. Boiled potatoes with fish in it. Cool cannon, it's good.
Boiled potato with skin with fish in it.
no. You guys are just being fucking mean.
Okay, it's not
Yeah.
boiled potato with fish in it. It's mashed potato with fish in it, and it's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, he's making coal cannon
Okay.
Yeah.
with the bacon bits and the
Oh,
with the
hell
kale all fried up and like a nice dollop of like that fresh farm butter.
Stop it, I'm getting hungry. Anyway.
Yeah.
He mashes the potatoes himself and makes them all like nice and creamy and smooth.
Oh, no, I'm hungry too.
So anyway, what is our plan for the ghost approach thing? Like, what do we do?
Well, you can discuss that with Father David as he comes back from the market and starts cooking up the dinner for Miguel for when he gets back.
I can't move him, so
It's okay, I'm gonna do it for you.
throw him in the kitchen.
Behold,
Throw him in
as
the
Father
kitchen where he
David
belongs.
behold, as Father David gains the ability to phase through walls.
There he is.
Wait, gains that ability?
He already had it.
Yeah,
He's like
it's been doing that one for a while now.
He's like the Flash.
He is.
Zoom.
Like one of the good Flashes, not the boring Barry Allen. But anyway, Raymond will ask that in character. Like, so, what exactly is our plan to approach the ghosts?
Oh, which ones? He says, cleaning up the kale.
Well, I suppose the infants, and then the white ladies, and maybe the priest.
Well, we got the branches. I am specific tonight. I'm hoping that I might be able to get some of their attention.
Right. Also,
because I would like to ask them some questions about that.
Also, we discussed the ghosts while you were gone, and we came up with some theories. For instance, like, what if the babies are held here by the regret of the priest because they were aborted under his watch, so to speak?
It's a possibility.
I mean, if ghosts are staying here because of unresolved regrets or unfinished business,
Yes, a fetus has very little business to finish.
and you really have any business before you're born?
Yeah, it's kind of not really.
Well,
surely your
all
business.
right.
Surely your business is being born.
Well,
wait, that would be. Wait, what if not being born was their unfinished business? How can we
that would be
get them to be born?
I don't think we can do that.
I really hope it's not that.
Yeah, no, neither me nor Dr. Celeste LeBlanc's gonna volunteer for that shit. Quite agreed, Patty.
Right, and I would never want you to be the surrogate mums too, an amalgam baby. So my grandfather, bless his soul, would tell me all sorts of stories when I was younger, and one of them involved, what were the names? It was, wee babes, and either they were killed after being born because they didn't exactly have the room or the space or the want for a baby, or they died before they were born and were kind of eventually seeking out their mothers. Really, their one goal was to have, a little bit of milk or, in some cases, blood of their mothers before they moved on.
Okay.
How are we gonna manage that?
Well, we can't manage that. It was just a fun bit of story that my grandfather used to tell me.
It's just a bit
Chops up the kale.
It's just a fun tale that goes nowhere, like my grandfather used to tell me.
Now, if the babies belonged to these wildflowers, then
the prostitutes.
It's gonna. If they belonged to these women, maybe they need to meet up with their children. Were the wildflowers, the women that were under the care of Father Prescott, they came into his care after the passing of Mr. Blythe Bedford, right?
I believe
yep.
so.
Father Prescott was the next one after. Wait, hang on. Dr. Celeste LeBlanc looks through the notes and the timeline of the house. No, actually, Father Prescott was the one who owned the house right after Lord and Lady Fellfayre.
Impressive. My confusion did away with that one theory. I don't need to say it out loud anymore.
So what do we... Okay, what do we do with the toilet full of dead ghost fetuses?
I'm going to ask the ladies about that if I can.
Yes,
if not, I'm going to try and give them some funeral rites.
I still think the easiest way to do this would be to take the toilet, some of the piping, bury it, give it a proper funeral.
Well, you're going to have to get permission from the owners of the house for that, Raymond.
No, I don't. I just don't have to tell them what we're doing. We can put the toilet back in afterwards when the ghosts are not in there anymore.
So tell me,
like
and he
plan
stops
somehow.
chopping the kale, puts one elbow on the counter, leans against it, looks at Raymond. So when is the period in which ghost babies will leave the toilet? When's that going to be? Do you know the exact time frame in which babies will no longer be in the toilet?
I don't know. Maybe we can make pictures periodically and find out. Like once a
Oh
week.
yes, we'll bury them. We'll give them a grave, but then we'll periodically dig it back up again.
Right, fine.
That sounds like a perfect idea.
What if we bury the toilet? I just order a new one. We have it installed. Nobody will even notice.
Dr. Silas LeBlanc pipes up. Actually, I think that was already attempted.
Wait, what?
Well, all things considered, that toilet up there is brand new.
That
Whatever used to be there is not there anymore, yet the babies are still there.
That's actually. Oh, yeah, okay.
There you go.
Fair point. Well made. What do you mean, there you go? You didn't
There
know
you
that.
go.
Go back to cocaine. You didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but I still recognize when something's a bad idea.
Oh, you're just as full of crap as I am. Keep talking.
Yeah, I don't think they're like tied to the physical location as much as
Like the
or
location,
physical objects.
like the location
so
in
much.
space time. Yes, I get what I mean.
No, I don't think they're tied to like the physical object, more so what that object represents.
Yeah, no, they're tied to the place where they died, more or less, ceased to exist.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't have to be the same toilet, it has to be a toilet-like object, or even like the idea of one, I suppose.
Exactly.
Alright, so that also means that we can't really move them, doesn't it? So if we were to reunite them with their mothers, the mothers will have to come to them somehow.
Which is part of why I'll be trying to get in contact with the ladies. Hopefully tonight. No one can say though.
It sounds
Yeah,
like
that's our best bet.
it sounds like a dangerous idea.
Dangerous idea for sure, but it's our best bet.
You sure you're up to that, Father David? Being visited by, well, literally 3 ghosts in the night. What if they show you the past and the present and the future? What then?
I'm going to politely ask the first one not to show me anything at all.
What if you find out the true meaning of Christmas and you leave us? What then?
Christmas. Oh, I do love Christmas. It's such a wonderful time of year, and the snow is always so nice and some of my favorite songs and hymns come from Christmas songs.
Damn, I poked the bear with that.
Yeah, does this look like a man who doesn't know the true meaning of Christmas?
It's a fair point.
He knows exactly what what Christmas means.
Reminds me, Jonah, Lamb, I got you an RC Cola from the shops on my way back.
Thanks, my favorite.
Yes, my favorite, the only cola in existence.
Yeah, the one that drove both Coke and Pepsi bankrupt in the early 2000s, as we all know.
Yes, I like to repeat that well-known fact, for no reason.
Yeah, very well-known reason. Very widely known fact. As they have in fact cornered the entire canned drink industry.
And Miss Green, I got you the painkillers you asked for, as well as a little 7-Up,
I hope you're just handing
in
her...
hopes that it makes your headache feel a little better.
I really hope you're just handing her
Thank you.
a little paper bag full of pills. Filled to the brim.
Just like this, like it's just like a brown paper bag, sandwich bag,
Yeah.
and it is like full out. It's no longer square shape. It is almost tubular with the quantity of pills shoved in there. Just hands it over. There you go.
Yeah, just loose pills.
Yeah, that's what.
Wait,
That's the
why do
best
some of
way.
these look different from the others? I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh, some
Oh
are,
no.
oh, some are different strength and different pills, and some might not even be painkillers, but you know, it's fine.
You wouldn't tell me why. There's some smiley face ones in there. I had one on the way because I looked like candy, but now I'm not feeling like candy anymore.
Just put him in with your breakfast cereal. It's
Uh,
fine.
Yeah, the guy said that one of these might not be Tylenol, but it'll definitely kill your pain if you know what I mean. And honestly, I don't know what he means, but I was scared to ask him about that.
So I just took it, and it's fine. It's fine now.
There was one with a little smiley face and one with a little mushroom, like from the Mario game.
Here you go with your bag of ecstasy. That'll kill the pain, surely. Anyway.
And just Father David is like, hey, Father David, you doing okay? He turns around, his pupils are like eclipsing his eyes. Yeah, fine. I'm feeling superb.
I'm doing great. It's just the eyes are all black. It's just pupil.
Just pupil, really shiny eyes too.
Doing great.
Oh, I feel like dancing. I feel the joy of the Lord running through me.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
No, he plans are like a little bottle of Tylenol and a little 7-Up. Because when he was younger, the little old ladies in his village were like, if you got a headache, the 7-Up will help. But that's because 7-Up used to have drugs in it.
That's fucking
Yeah.
What didn't?
It's good.
Right?
I mean,
There's a
the
there's a
original
reason why it's called Coca-Cola.
Yeah, because
yeah,
of
the
the
original recipe of Coca-Cola was cocaine and wine.
literally, it had coca plant in it. That was the.
Yeah, it
Fucking
was.
hell. You have a headache? Take some heroin. It'll do you.
I don't know. I
Lithium
still.
citrate used to be in 7-Up, which
Look.
was originally an antidepressant
Look.
used to treat bipolar disorder, depression, and mania. So it was like, you'd feel great after drinking it.
Look, what do you mean you're sad from working in the watch factory all day? Yeah, the green glow is normal. Just take some heroin against the pain. It's fine. Deal with it.
Fine.
Oh, the past was great, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Lick some lead, that'll help you. Eat some of the lead paint in the walls. Hey, it goes well with the asbestos.
Oh yeah, of course we have lead cups. Those bitches are impossible to tip over on accident.
Oh man, humanity is so dumb. Good lord.
I mean, there was also a while that polonium, or that distilled water with trace amounts of polonium was used as a health drink for a short period of time in the 20s. Apparently a well-known guy, a well-known golf player in New York or something, like, swore by it and drank a glass of it every day. After around, like, 4 years of that, his jaw fell off and he died. So,
Oh, God.
Well, clearly he didn't take enough
Yeah.
heroin.
Clearly. So anyway,
So the plan is to let Father McDougal.
McDougal.
Mc-
Oh,
McDougal, yeah.
McDougal. Sorry.
What?
I'm
I
sorry.
thought
It
I
sounded
was
like
wrong there for a
McDougal.
second.
No,
What
I'm
are you
Shelley
talking
doing?
Duvall.
I'm talking.
we're just
to Kana.
gaslighting you, don't worry.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm talking to Kana, sending him the pictures because,
Okay.
well, shit, it's not fair to keep him out of the loop.
No, that's fair. So the plan is that Father McDougal tries to contact the ghosts at night and hopefully doesn't suffer some weird ghost related illness or injury.
He's no ghost sex crimes. That would suck.
Yeah, I mean I don't expect you to do a Ghostbuster and get like blown by a ghost or something, but just
He would rather not be blown by a ghost.
yeah.
Ghost lady.
I'm just worried that the ghosts might not be like nice to you or some. And God knows, Father David is like on the edge of sanity at the best of times, mainly due to Raymond. But you know,
Raymond's like, I don't know why he's so high-strung all the time. Your religion is fake, and you are a high-strung, silly man
I don't
with
know
not
why
a
you
lick of
say-
sense. I'm gonna poke fun at your interests now.
Yeah,
Oh.
stress. I don't know why you would be so stressed. Hey, Father McDougal, what are you doing? Something stupid?
Here, just take this branch.
Take this fucking branch. Yeah, make a faggot out of it. I don't care. Go talk to some ghosts.
Okay.
Hey, yo, Mitch.
Yes.
I'm talking to Connor right now about a time change for the session because, well, shit, he would really, really like to be in another spooky shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Would Friday be okay with you?
Probably.
Same time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Would work for me, but
should work.
perfect. And Koops?
Yep.
Sweet.
okay.
It's a go then.
Yeah, maybe we can even get Zeffy back in. That'd be nice.
Yeah!
I
Let's
know.
do Lulu. Let's go, baby.
Okay, so Friday. Why are we going? We switched from Sunday to Saturday. Now Friday. It's just.
We're just going further and further back.
We're trying. We're doing our best for our buddies.
That's a good thing.
It's
None of
nothing
us.
to be ashamed
It's a
of.
good thing none of us are really religious. It's like what D&D on the Sabbath? The pox
Yeah,
on
just
you.
every day of the Sabbath.
The pox on you.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna grab hold of Zephy real quick and shit, I keep doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Clara. Right? Real quick.
Yeah.
It's still Zephy.
And
It's fine.
it is? Okay.
I
cool.
mean nicknames, you know.
Yeah, it's still her screen name on shit.
It's the same.
That's true.
It's the same with me. You can still call me Sinky, and I still call you Chicken.
Nice. Let's see, where the fuck did Zephy fuck, it's a long time since there she is.
But like game wise, while Chicken is busy. So Father David just kind of goes toe to toe with 3 ghosts, and hopefully get some things done. Should we stay guard in front of his door?
Yeah, I was gonna try to ask, what is the least creepy way I can say that I would like to watch someone while they sleep, just in case they get seduced by ghosts?
Oh, it's easy. You just lean in and whisper in their ear, "I would love to see you, to watch you breathe at night, just to make sure nothing bad happens.
I'm uncomfortable and I would like
Don't worry.
sleep.
I just want to hold a small mirror up to your mouth to see if you're still there. And if
When
not,
uncomfortable.
well, we'll see what happens.
I'm scared. Somebody hold me.
I'll be there, don't worry."
Ah. Oh.
It's like a small kid going, "I need an adult." I'm an adult.
I am an adult.
Why do you think I need an adult?
I need another adult.
I need a different adult.
No, but seriously, should we stay guard or not? Because I kind of feel like we should.
You should. This is a good idea to stay guard. Well, we should. We should. It's a good idea to stay guard.
Well,
Yeah.
we could have something at the sleepover upstairs, but I don't think they'll visit if you're in the room.
No,
I
we
still
would- no,
have
we
that
wouldn't be-
that whistle you gave me, Miss Green.
Yeah, but we would be outside the room. We would be like in front of the door, like making a shift system. Like
If you want
two
to,
of us stay
there
guard,
is-
2 of us sleep.
There is a little area up there you can stay in. It's got like couches and things.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, how about this? Patty says as she steps forward. Brother David, this is gonna sound fucking creepy, but we can set up a live feed in your room to keep check on you, make sure nothing, potentially lethal happens, and then we can bust in and save your ass if we need to.
Appreciate it. I would rather not get strangled. That would not be very good for me.
Indeed.
I
So
have
there we go.
I sort of have this mental image of Raymond in my head, just cocking a 9mm. Just, I'm ready. Because Thank God.
He's rather you not try to shoot the ghost, as they don't tend to be able to be shot.
No, he's not that.
No, you have to get very special bullets.
He's not that American. He doesn't have a gun with him.
Also, Connor wants to know if Shadowrun is also on Fridays.
If we switch times, then we would switch times for everything. Yeah.
Yes.
Like clearly. We're all interconnected. We're one big blob of people. We can't
Big blob of people connected over a
We are
long expansive
just
area.
We're all just a single hive mind.
We can't be
Just one hive
separated
mind.
by such folly as time zones.
Anyway, I will call for a short 5-minute break as I go to the bathroom. Once I come back, it will be evening. Father David McDougal will be in the process of putting the little private dinner on whichever table he chooses. And, well, perhaps Miguel will return. Woo. So, 5-minute break.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Right.
Also, Connor's super stoked.
Nice.
Yeet.
I'm gonna go to the toilet too.
Good idea.
Actually, I require more cheese.
It's the whitest thing I've heard all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Need a little bit more cheese.
It's just a good aged cheddar, okay? So don't come at me for liking cheese.
We'll come at you for just stopping going, like in the middle of silence. Like, yeah, I could use some more cheese. That is the whitest thing I have heard you say, ever. But that's okay, because you know what? I also want cheese right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a time when you don't want extra cheese, where you just couldn't go, or where you
Get cheese.
wouldn't like an extra bite of cheese or something?
Yeah, get cheese. Get more cheese. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I did.
You know
and
what
Koops is bullying me for it.
What? How dare they? Little cheese goblin. Anyway, you know
Oh
what?
man, I need more cheese too now. Fuck you, Mitch. Now I need cheese.
You know what I bought today?
What you buy today?
I bought half a kilo of turkey meat.
Turkey meat.
And I'm actually not sure what to do with it.
If you season it really well, it could be good for burgers or spaghetti.
No, it's already seasoned. I just have to like put it in the oven for half an hour and it will be like good to eat. Like it's all pre-made and shit. It's good.
Oh, gotcha.
Like I had it before. I think I want to eat it with noodles if I'm honest.
You know, it'd be good with that, and especially in like a little bit of a cream sauce.
Yeah, like a bit of bolognese or something.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I need to grab
Yeah,
some cheese, all because of Mitch. Let Chicken know that when Chicken gets back, that Mitch has caused me to need to go get cheese.
Oh yeah. No, we just tell him that Koops went to get cheese, and we'll be like, oh yeah, that'll take a while.
Yeah, it's because they are incredibly white.
I like cheese too.
Yeah, and you're also incredibly white.
That is true. I'm almost translucent. Here's the weird part. Koops is actually a lot darker than chicken at me. By virtue of having grown up in the South. Koops is like an Italian skin.
I have heard.
It's amazing.
But I was also going to say that chicken is Danish.
Chicken has almost the exact same skin tone as me, by which I mean translucent.
Yeah.
We look like that stupid paper you traced through. Fun times. This is what happens in countries where you don't get any sun. Also, a reminder that Germany is on the same latitude as most of Canada.
Yeah.
It's kind of shitty. And Denmark is even further up.
And Tennessee's southern border actually is like the same latitude as like the very northern bit of Africa.
Yeah, like most of the U.S. is kind of Mediterranean when it comes down to it.
Yeah. And I think like Texas, Florida, and kind of along the Gulf Coast is about the same as
That's
the
tropical.
Sahara.
Yeah, that's just straight up tropical. So yeah, weird. It's kind of weird to think about it. If you think about like South America, if you go really far south, that's basically that's the polar regions.
Hey, Kana is alright.
Yeah.
I'm back. Hello.
Yay. Koops went to get cheese.
Oh.
Cause she's white.
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we have established here today is that white bitches just like cheese.
Well, we do. Yeah.
I like it. I can't really have it.
Oh, lactose intolerant?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor man.
I can
Thank
still
you, by the way.
I can still have it for a couple more years, but
Hey!
we'll see what happens when I turn 40.
Hey,
Oh
Kana.
shit, it Connor.
Oh fuck,
It's
Connor.
fucking Kana.
Break. I got 15 minutes. I shall return.
Great.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, let's try Friday. Why not? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, it's been forever.
I want to play a Shady Power Walking. I want to play Spooky Mansion. And now it shall happen. The time has come. The stars have aligned.
The wizardry has been enacted.
I mean,
Wow.
we shouldn't go too much longer, and so next time we'll have like some proper spooky actions.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
will. They're setting up a meeting with the White Ladies.
Oh, that's not going to be bad at all.
Oh yeah,
Nope.
no. Father David
Yeah.
Father David will try and summon them in the middle of the night, so they
Yep.
can teach
Nothing
them...
bad will happen
Yeah,
whatsoever.
No. They will teach him the true meaning. Of
To
Christmas.
his bedroom, of course.
They will teach him the
Mhm.
true meaning of Christmas, and we'll just buy a goose the next morning. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know, no problem.
Also, I wrote up like an entire goddamn book of info on the ghosts, and it's available for you to read.
Yay, reading.
Cool.
Thank you.
Ah!
See, the problem with
Oh.
that is that Connor is Gen Z, and they don't like reading. They like videos.
This
Oh
is
no,
true.
no. Connor is also the resident rules lawyer who's always telling us to read.
This is also true. I constantly scream at people to read the goddamn book.
Exactly.
Aha, I actually read the book most of the time.
Haha!
Me
And
too.
I don't have to shout at you very often, Mitch.
It's like I read the book too, and then I immediately forget what was in the book.
Same. I forget to pay attention when I read. That's ADHD for ya.
You have to wonder where the words go, because they clearly enter your mind somehow.
Exactly, but then they just disappear again.
Yeah, it's just...
Also, question.
Yeah.
What did we have any games coming up after Spooky Mansion or Shady Power Walking ends?
No.
Nope.
Do you finally
All
want to
right.
do yours?
Cool. I've got way too many ideas for games.
I
What games do you guys want to play?
want to do the Rift thing. I want my giant opossum pet.
I want to just play any game where I can be a bard because I have so many goddamn songs that I need to sing as a bard.
Honestly, I would not mind playing more Pathfinder. Like at
All right,
all.
more Pathfinder.
It's a little too math heavy for me. I've discovered. I'd like to try
I've
different
been
systems with less math.
I've been reading through Pathfinder 2nd Ed, and it is a lot less math heavy.
Yeah, but you also get a lot less
Ooh.
options.
I'm
That
okay with
is
that.
not true.
Really, because what
However, it requires a lot of like character building.
what I
Oh!
read from what I read, you can't really multi-class anymore and stuff.
You can, you can't.
Eh. I mean,
Again,
I'd be willing to try it.
Hell
Either
yeah.
way.
But also, if it's a problem, we can house rule that motherfucking shit.
That's also true.
Yeah,
If I had to pick a version of Pathfinder for this group, I'd probably go with First Ed because I want most of the people
we
here.
played so much First Ed.
True.
Yeah, we're used to it.
Yeah. And while I'm fairly certain I can get Mitch and Hoon to figure out how the game works, I do not make the same expectations for chicken and
Good expectations, those. I appreciate
Yeah, that's
your
your expectations are pretty in line.
Yeah.
I would love to play my opossum trader thing for Rifts, but I would also not be against like a classic fantasy adventure in Pathfinder.
If we play Pathfinder, you can have a giant opossum pet.
I know, but it wouldn't be the same. I would still do it, mind you, but it wouldn't be the same.
I mean, we can just
what I'm
port some
gonna
shit over those.
say is
Hey,
What's going on?
Tweety.
Hi!
Anna's here.
I'm here for another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm on break.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I stole my work headset.
So yeah, I just like a classic fantasy thing would be kind of nice after all the sci-fi bullshit and ghost crap we had.
It would have. It would.
And of
let's
course,
see.
both are fun, but you know.
Dibs on either wizard or sorcerer.
Oh, good lord.
What's going on?
Oof. Koops, you're gonna be playing in my next game after one of these two ends.
Oh, what is
Really,
it?
after they end, because Shadowrun is kind of open-ended. That was the point of it.
I mean, it ends whenever you want it to end,
It's true.
That's fair.
and also I'll need time to like start writing shit up.
Also
This
fair.
is true. We could actually do it so we could do it so that
We could make it in
basically-
3-week intervals. That's not an issue.
no.
Yeah, but that's like way too much space between games.
I mean,
It
that's-
is.
that's-
I do not want to do a 3-week thing.
I mean, that's the current.
Yeah.
That's more or less
If
the
anything, yeah, I've discovered that even a 2-week thing is a little too much for me. Like
yeah.
you kind of just forget
Yeah, I mean,
what
that's
happened in the last session and whatnot.
fair.
I prefer a weekly basis kind of
Alright.
thing, and
You
then
know
with
what, we-
slightly shorter.
We can discuss this at length
yeah.
another time.
We can. We absolutely can.
When Connor has more time to discuss things and not like 10
Yes, indeed.
I just want to know what game system I should be using to write up a campaign. It sounds like Pathfinder.
minutes. I mean,
Yeah, Pathfinder First Ed's good.
sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know shit about that.
That's
So you're
cool.
on,
Well,
or-
I will. You were gonna play.
Pathfinder is
Uh,
basically just
okay.
what we started out playing, though.
I mean, I already figured I was gonna play.
Yeah.
Cool. You're gonna be playing, motherfucker.
Yeah, like I'm
I'll
pretty
help
sure
you
we've
make
dragged you
character.
into
Just try-
Pathfinder games.
Just to fucking try to keep me away from this goddamn game.
All right, let's do.
Mm.
Good.
Yeah, let's do Pathfinder.
Also, I will not suggest, but not recommend, not suggest. Fuck. I would like to have a lighter campaign of Pathfinder, like light fantasy shit, where it's not all fucking death and broodiness and the world is
Yeah.
ending and magic is dying and whatnot.
No,
Oh
that's okay.
yeah, no, I totally get that. I've had that's like the last 3 or 4 games. No, you guys are gonna be adventurers, going on high fantasy adventures and shit. You're gonna
Fuck
go.
yes.
You're gonna be crawling. You're gonna be dungeon crawling, finding epic magic swords, fighting, kung fu fighting dragons and shit.
Let's see.
Yes, I'm going to be.
Actually, I'm gonna
playing
change
Blade.
my mind. Dibs on cleric.
Yes,
I want to
oh
be
my
a
God.
fighter. I just want to punch stuff and not have to think a lot.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
All right, do you
Oh,
want
be
to
the
hit
first
stuff
Pokemon
with a
fighter.
weapon, or do you want to punch stuff? Actually, we'll go over character creation later.
Yeah.
Just come at me with a character concept in mind. Be willing, just understand it's gonna have to flex a little bit to fit into the game,
Fair.
That's all right.
and I will help you make whatever.
Fair.
Are we using Galarian as a setting?
Yes, because I actually know
Okay.
Galarian.
Yeah, same.
Anything
Same,
you-
actually.
Anything you want to exclude from the get-go?
Okay, important question. Is anybody going to be playing a gunslinger?
No.
No.
Okay. Then, because the way I've been running games now, if someone plays a gunslinger, then guns are more common, the martial weapons,
I don't like
and you
that.
can expect spells to be around there. That basically people are going to be aware you don't have a fucking superpower. If there are no guns, then it is as written, and you really only see them out of Alkenstar or like very unique circumstances.
I would like a world without guns.
Me too.
Just in general
Well-
and also while playing games.
Well, not. I mean, yeah.
Fair.
Mhm.
Firearms exist in the setting, but it's
something-
like one country.
Yeah. it's
This
fine.
is my
That's-
character. She's called Brim. She's a tiefling. She's a bard.
How do you have that ready?
Yeah, and they also only really exist in that one country because magic doesn't work in that country.
Chicken,
Yeah.
you made it too obvious that you just pushed the art button. Now they know.
Shit,
Now we
they
have to
figured
kill
it
him.
out.
God damn it.
They figured it out.
Fair
Man,
enough.
that is a very horny bard.
Very.
It is.
That's a tiefling, right?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
She's literally
That's a
horny.
horny
She's
gay
got
bard.
horns.
I mean, it's fair. Well,
I have an entire fucking background story and
Okay.
3 songs prepared for her.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I guess we talk about that a bit more in depth later.
I want to be a big old cow dude.
I have
It will be
I got a vague
up to
concept.
y'all.
I got a vague
Sorry?
concept of my character. It's fine.
Cool. You can still have the giant opossum and be like weird Southern Belle if you want. We'll figure it out.
We'll see.
Otherwise, it'll be Galarian. You guys can choose however you want to do stats. I don't care.
Wonderful.
That just as long
Straight
as it,
18s all the way down. Got it.
no.
I'll give you-
Straight 18s all the
So
way
what are you
down.
gonna be playing next?
My sheet is Kane.
I'll give you a concept
Wrong game line.
probably tomorrow. So.
I don't particularly care what the what you choose for stat creation, as long as everybody's using the same thing.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Point by because I'm boring.
We can talk about this like later, right?
Yeah, and like over
Yeah.
text.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's put it in the chat for later, and we just see who votes for what.
I'm also going to be waiting. This bare minimum of time is until after I move into my new apartment and get an internet connection, because it is
That's,
absolutely aggravating to try and set shit up in roll 20.
That's totally
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, it do be like that.
I'm gonna write you a real quick blurb of what Brim is all about.
But we have time, so that's good.
Cool. You should also have somebody with trap finding.
That will probably
Yes.
be me.
If
You
you
know-
play a rogue hound, use Unchained Rogue because it's just better.
Always.
Yeah, it plays like how it should.
Look, I'm paranoid. I like to find traps.
That's totally reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, then when I roll to find traps, I find none. But that's neither here nor there. So,
I'm just gonna be a big guy.
And from the art folk, when you have all the character portraits, I need like a singular token of like a party portrait. Just like slap that shit together and edit it.
I'll make
Good
it-
idea.
I'll make a template. It's fine. I'm used
Wonderful.
to
I like
I
how you
just-
almost addressed us like a different species. To the art folk, whom
the
they
art
have left offerings of honey and coffee.
it. Oh,
I do not consider it. I do not consider you a different species. I do consider you a different phenotype.
I'll make
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know what
that's
that
fair.
means, because I
Okay.
don't got brain cells no more.
Koops and Chicken. Koops and Chicken will make the pictures. I'll make the template for the border. It'll work out. It's fine.
Wow!
Also,
is how we
chicken,
work
you're gonna
together.
need to drop me a link to all of those resources you had for map stuff.
Oh yeah, sure. No problem.
I can also send you a few of the generic maps that I made. I've got a
Same.
roadside. I've got a forest. I've got a lot of water.
Just put it all in like a Google Drive or some shit, and fucking send me a link.
I got whole
Hell
village.
yeah.
I got whole villages from the Pony Finder stuff.
Connor.
Nice.
Yes.
Father David's gonna be tossed to the horny lady ghosts.
I'm so sorry.
We
No.
made a
No.
picture of the toilet babies, and we're trying to find a way to save their eternal souls or something. It's difficult.
Trying to figure out what's going on with the toilet babies.
Apparently,
Yeah, that's not weird and fucked up at all.
Apparently, baptizing the toilet bowl is not that easy. Doesn't work.
Father David does not want to perform a toilet baptism.
It was your idea.
He will go on record as saying that.
It was
Yeah,
your
my idea.
idea.
Wait, Koops. I do actually have a character build that might be one of the best things at punching things.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Iron Ring Striker Magus lets you basically be a muscle wizard who casts fist at people.
Oh man.
I'll look into it more later.
You are not going to look into it.
No, I'm gonna ask Mitch
Okay.
about it.
Anyway.
This is true.
Anyway.
At level 2, you can basically at level 2 you can start getting like 3 or 4 attacks a turn. It's great.
Nice. Endless fucking sea of punches. I don't
The
like
punch
you.
sea.
I don't like your face. I think I should remodel it. I'm an artist.
Oh, and don't worry. Your fists count as monk or your fists scale as if you were a monk of the same level.
Of course you do. Just go into combat and cast Big B's fisting. It's fine. Nothing wrong with any of that.
Big B's
I
fist!
I like fisting. I personally consider myself an artist. People's
Alright.
faces are my canvas.
I need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
It's great
Call that,
hearing you
or wait,
fuckers
all I
again.
have to say is call that shit slam poetry, Koops.
That was disgusting. Make a second character when you start playing my game, because the first one's gonna die for that.
No.
Alright.
Talk to you later, buddy.
Bye,
Be
Connor.
safe.
Bye, Connor.
Goodbye!
Okay.
Goodbye.
Let's finish the ghosting session. Because it's getting late.
It is. Anyway, Zephy unfortunately can't do Fridays,
God
but
damn it.
yeah. But we've got Connor back.
All right.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Oh, excuse me.
will we all stand guard in front of Father David's door?
You will
Yeah, in
sit-
shifts.
Yeah, you'll sit guard out in the little sitting area, and you will. Patty is going to set up a camera inside of Father David's room, so you can, keep track of him and make sure everything's okay.
Right.
That way, if he starts, seizuring or something like that, and you can't actually hear him, you can at least see him.
That's fair. That's fair.
By the way, this is what Father David makes.
Oh, that does look pretty good.
Only the slices of bacon are a little thicker cut because he got it from like an actual meat shop instead of a grocery store.
Fair enough.
Okay, cool.
Thick.
It looks nice.
It tastes amazing. And just as Father David is about to walk out of the kitchen with it, who should open the door but Miguel, looking tired, haggard, and lightly glaring in Raymond's direction as he puts a grocery bag on the counter and takes out a long-necked bottle. It is exactly the fucking wine that he asked for.
Motherfucker did it.
Ooh.
He even does a little passive-aggressive flourish as he shows Raymond it before setting it down and walking out the door again.
Miguel.
He stops and looks back at Father David.
Father David's standing in the kitchen with like silly little oven mitts on, holding a big old thing of coal cannon. I made you dinner because you had to do so much running around today.
takes a moment before Miguel realizes, before it sinks in, what Father David just said. He looks to him, he looks to the Colcannon, he smells that delightful air. And it slowly dawns upon him that, well, shit. He doesn't need to make dinner tonight. He looks a little confused. Miguel.exe stopped working. He's rebooting. He's looking around at everyone, and he looks to Father David, and then he smiles. And it's such a warm and light smile.
Oh, Father David can't help but smile back in that way where you realize he doesn't realize how big he's smiling.
Oh.
Oh.
Miguel walks in and walks over to Father David and puts a hand on his shoulder. Muchas gracias, Padre. Vámonos.
See. He left out.
What?
Oh, he's got a little bowls of Colcannon left for the rest of the party. But the one with the most, like, he put like the Colcannon for the rest of everybody else is just, it's like putting the bowl. It's nice, but this one that he's got with his oven mitts, that's full effort into like the showmanship and the aroma and like full pussy.
And it is not lost on Miguel, who seems entranced, enchanted by that delightful dish. Although Miguel being Miguel, he starts to grab some tableware and sets... Oh, sorry. Grab Father David, I didn't mean to. And starts setting the table because, well, shit, why not?
Follows after him with the oven mitts.
That's adorable. And Patty stops Father David before he walks out and whispers to him, "You might want to tell him that you want to share that with him alone. Just to be on the safe side."
He pokes his head, like he nods at Patty with like this dumb expression, like, "Oh, yeah, right." Not fully realizing what she's implying because he's still in like the dazzled phase of seeing the girl smile so big. Pokes his head out.
She gives him a double thumbs up and goes, "Go get him, tiger."
I'm not a tiger. Oh, Miguel, would you like to have that in here with me, or?
Miguel looks to Father David and looks down to the Colcannon. The gears are returning. He gives Father David a little bit of a thoughtful look, which turns into a little bit of a shrewd look with a smile on it. And he says, "Sí, ¿por qué no?" And he sets the table. He sets the table for 4 people, meaning he and Father David are going to have their shared little dinner elsewhere.
Actually,
it's the shrewd look. It's the shrewd look that finally gets him to realize, and he's like, "Oh,
yeah.
Oh no."
Okay, before those two go, Raymond will enter the dining room with 2 glasses filled with wine.
Aww.
Set one in front of both of them, and I failed my Spanish roll, so I can't actually be suave or anything. So, but Raymond will just go, "I have no idea how you did this, but enjoy. These are 2,400 euros worth of wine."
Miguel is surprised. Earnestly, honestly, frankly surprised. He looks down to the wine and looks up at Raymond, and Raymond gets a look from him that is completely different from what it usually is. That's a look of not just shock, but gratitude.
Well, He's saying Raymond expected him to bring good wine, but like he brought back great wine, so he would have gotten it either way. But Jesus Christ, how did he find a Chateau Lafite Rothschild 1998? Good Lord,
He's Miguel. He's magical.
it's
He has his methods.
a €2,500 bottle.
He's been working for the Shafters for years.
Good Lord.
He needs to have his sources.
Well, Raymond is impressed, but still, the wine is for him and Father David, who are totally not on a date, of course. But
Totally not on a date.
Also, Raymond, when he gets back in the kitchen, will take a sip right out of the bottle because, fuck it. Look, there is a limit to his composure. This is it.
So, are you for having your dinner out in the kitchen?
I guess so. Raymond will make a stuffed eggplant with minced meat.
Oh, there's Kilcannon enough for everyone.
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
it seemed
yeah.
like.
Oh, fair
Yeah,
enough.
Father
Then.
Yeah.
David made an extra dish for all of you.
Oh, fair enough. Then the minced meat goes in the fridge. It'll last for like a day or two. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be dinner tomorrow night.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They all have dinner in the kitchen, and then Miguel get to sit at the big table. So
Just-
confused, looks around.
Don't spill that wine. It's worth, like, every spill is worth hundreds.
Miguel actually pulls out a chair for Father David.
So here,
Here's the question. The one,
Ooh,
like,
thank you.
the four of us in the kitchen. Do we spy through the peephole, or?
freaking obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Like, there are several doors for, for all of us. Good.
Mm-hmm.
It almost made me spit out my coffee just imagining all of them positioned at different doors peeking in.
Oh, fucking hell, they would, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Yeah, that is totally how this is going.
Yeah.
Eddie Green
Pretty much.
immediately calls dibs on this one.
Fine. I'll take this one and keep an eye on Father David, especially.
Father David's heart is pounding because he's
Well-
come to the full realization that, this is kind of a date.
Dr. Celeste LeBlanc takes this door, and I imagine Jonah takes the
One
last.
left for Jonah. If Jonah participates, it's weird.
If
Yeah.
Jonah participates.
Oh.
Jonah walks through the dining door, opens the door, and goes behind it to what?
Just watches him leave. Well, I suppose he wanted to have dinner elsewhere. Well, fair enough.
Miguel shrugs and raises his glass to Father David. The Lord.
He raises it back, trying to monitor himself so his cheeks don't start burning off his face again. He's his glass and takes a good swig because fuck.
How did it go? Let's see. Sing with me now, sha la 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 la. My oh my,
That's
looks
exactly
like
David.
the boy to shine. Ain't gonna kiss the priest.
No. All right.
Miguel. Miguel will look to the Colcannon and will start giving each of you a portion of it. And he will go. Muchas gracias por la cena, Padre David. Entonces, my name is not actually Miguel.
Wine. He nearly chokes on the wine. It's not.
And with that, we halt for today.
Oh, you bitch! You bitch!
What? No! What is his name? Tell me his name.
Freeze frame.
Why would
Credits. No, freeze frame. Credits roll. We
No.
have Spanish music playing.
The credits roll, then the next episode starts, and it's just like the intro card for the telenovela.
Yeah, no, it will-
absolutely.
Last time on Fellfayre Manor, and then it's just recap of everything that happened.
Yep.
But surely we shouldn't baptize the toilet bowl, and my name is not actually Miguel. Da, 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 da.
Was
I
he
vote
gonna...
for the.
Wait, I forgot. Does Miguel have a mustache?
He does not.
He should have.
He
Okay,
has
he's
a
gonna
little
be
bit of a
putting on
shadow.
a fake mustache then.
Father David will have inexplicable flowers in his hair
Yep.
and
Father,
lashes you could beat a man to death
Father
with.
David suddenly also has a mustache. Okay, everyone has a mustache, in fact.
Everyone has a mustache.
Everyone,
Even Patty and Dr.
even
Sylvester Brown.
Patty. Yeah, I vote even the tall man. I
Yeah.
vote for today's video to be called toilet baptism.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. It's okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe you would do that to us.
I'm
Chicken?
gonna just say goodbye. I'm gonna stop the recording here.
Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.